Was Rolly set up by Floyd? Is that what he's insinuating? Let's talk about it.
Push the weight in no flex. The live is 1 in the 6. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker hot stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. I'm just asking the question. Rolly, look, he gets on his Instagram. I didn't want to post the video, but he's eating a cheeseburger, whatever he's eating. He's talking about how he gained weight, and he's dealing with this thing. He just wanted to buy his mama a house, noble stuff. If I could make a suggestion, Rolly, don't eat yourself to death. Because I saw you got on the scale, and allegedly, based on what you shared on Instagram, you were way above 140. I'll just say that. And I know you're going through some legal problems, and it's enough to make you, an athlete, depressed, because now you're wondering if you're even going to have a career once this is done. So I understand that could be very nerve-wracking and frustrating and annoying, but don't eat yourself to death. You understand? I clown Rolly a lot, but seriously, this is a serious topic. But you need to be in the gym and letting this motivate you to stay healthy instead of eating that big old burger. Once you was done, go run it, hit the bag, and then talk to your lawyers and see what your options are. And like I said, what is alleging was done, I hope it's all false. I really do. I really do hope it's all false. This is nothing to play with. Now, to say that I hope it's all false is not to undermine if something was done, not to undermine the victims. I did say that it's very convenient that this is coming about on the beginnings of the biggest fight of his career. And then this pops up out of nowhere. Remember what I said? I said, this is like seemingly out of nowhere. But is Tank a big enough star for them to be doing this to? Or was he, when he was meeting this woman, popping off saying, yeah, I know Floyd, and showing pictures of his phone. Yeah, this is me and Floyd right here. But then the woman that's alleging that he attacked, I read that he was friends with her for a while. And then that happened. But that's kind of not what I want to talk about here. Well, it is, but it isn't. First of all, especially him, for lack of better words, he doesn't know how to articulate. He'll get a point across, but he'll be stumbling through a sentence like an uneducated young adult. There's something called PR people. A lot of these athletes need this. Stop talking. Social media, where you can go live in real time and people want to hear what you got to say, you're a lawyer's nightmare. Right now, your lawyer is looking at your live stream wondering, did he say anything that's going to incriminate himself? Is he going to make my job harder? And if I'm stay off your social media. Don't post no pictures. Don't talk to anybody about this case. You should have been talking about how good that cheeseburger was. That's it. Because it's real easy to trigger some of these athletes. Someone in the chat goes in there and says something crazy and it sets them off. And they start talking something, but now it's out there. How does he know there's something that he said on that live stream can't be used against him in the court of law? You know, anything you say can and will be held against you in the court of law. That's real. You know what's real? You also have the right to remain silent. If it's in reference to anything moving forward about this case, you should be speaking through your people that you pay to defend you. Stop talking. So he gets on his Instagram live and he starts talking. But what I found interesting, he's alleging that basically Floyd set him up. That's what I got from it. For lack for better words, he's saying that Floyd didn't really want him in the ring. Floyd didn't really want him in the ring with Tank because he was a legitimate threat. First of all, Rolly, if he felt he was a legitimate threat, in my opinion, this is my opinion, he wouldn't have pump fake signing a fight and y'all going on, having that that hilarious verbal war back and forth with the fur coat and no shirt on underneath. He wouldn't have went that far. He wouldn't even selected you. That's an in-house fight. He could have kept y'all away from. He could have took Tank and took him anywhere else. He still sells seats. You don't. But somehow you got the fight, and that's fine. Maybe Floyd was trying to get you paid and you goofed up outside the ring. Maybe, I don't know. But he's insinuating that Floyd really didn't want him in there. And Floyd, for lack of a better word, set him up. I want to know what y'all think. You think Floyd will go that far to set him up? That's a strong allegation. Set him up how? Maybe he meant, hey, he was setting me up for failure in the ring with Tank, but to his surprise, I was going to knock Tank out because he keeps saying I'm going to knock him out. I want Tank to win. They set me up for failure because they wanted the Pitbull fight. That's what he said. Go look at it. And I only saw it once. Maybe I got it wrong. Y'all let me know. They always wanted the Pitbull fight. So if they wanted the Pitbull fight, they could have went straight to Pitbull. That's my opinion. They didn't have to go through all the emotions with you to set you up just to get the Pitbull. They could have went straight to Pitbull. I don't think Rolly's like, and this is no disrespect to him, I don't think he's that important for them to do that to him. I don't think so. If they went straight to Pitbull, what was Rolly going to say? Yo, Floyd, why don't you just go to me? All these pictures I got with you, our money team, why don't you? He don't reserve the right. Well, I ain't going to say he don't reserve the right. But he can't have that argument. Because I was wondering why Rolly ain't getting the ring with Devin Haney. Rolly has options. A lot of those options are off the strength of Floyd Mayweather. I don't think Rolly's a big enough name for them to care to set him up to get him out of the way to make room for Pitbull. So that's what Rolly's alleging. Look, I don't think so, Rolly. That's just my opinion. I don't think so. If you think he's gonna go in there and knock out Tank, you're supposed to think that. And if that was the case, then let it happen. I don't mind that. To say that he set you up or insinuate, not to even say those words, but to insinuate that the fight was signed, sealed, delivered. We was in camp. I'm training, and next thing you know, these girls come out of nowhere. Say set up in those exact words, but he's insinuating. This issue came out of nowhere, which it did. It did come out of nowhere. But you're insinuating that when you insinuate that something happened and Floyd has something, that's strong, man. You still got to work with that guy, or do you? Now, I don't know how this is going to play out with you in your situation, but now you don't put that out there. And Floyd might pull a Bob Arum with you. Oh, yeah? That's what you're going to say about me? Okay, you still work with me. Watch what happens now. You might not get a Tank fight. Even if a group of people call for it, you might not get it. Now, maybe he says, you know what, you talking? Devin won his last fight. I'm throwing you in there with Devin. That's still getting thrown to the wolves. Maybe he'll be nice and give you a Ryan Garcia fight. I mean, I don't know. What I do know is this. Rolly, put down the social media. Every time you talk, you make your life harder for yourself. You make life harder for your lawyers. Athletes, stay off of social media unless you're just posting pictures of you having fun with the family. Stop talking about your legal issues. Stop venting online. Vent to your PR person. If you want to put out a statement, talk to a PR person. If you want to respond to an allegation, talk to a PR person so they can write it out. If you want to read it and rehearse it, put what the PR person has written down for you, rehearse it, and then go on your social media. So you don't look like a fool. So you sound at least you sound educated. Social media has become a nightmare for people that used to do PR. Defend people. They'll be in the middle of writing a whole statement and going on social media, and you're contradicting everything he's writing. He has to boil it up and throw it in the trash can and burn it and be like, oh my God. Call him on the phone. Yo, could you stop? Shut up. Give me your password. And then disable it for him. Don't say anything unless I tell you to. This is your life we're talking about. Stop talking, man. Handle your business in the court. And then talk. If you feel like Floyd did that to you, you should have been quiet about it. Until after you beat Tank, like you say you're going to do. Then you talk. Until you're done dealing with Floyd. Then you talk. Don't say it now. So now you got drama with these allegations. You're making your lawyer's life hard. Now you got drama with Floyd, and you sitting there eating a burger, getting out of shape. Come on, man. Be smart, Rolly. Damn. Bronx on deck. Move!